Hi guys, всем привет! Welcome to my channel Alice Yummy Food. So happy to have you here. Добро пожаловать and labdien. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite recipe of all time, and it's so popular over in Latvia, and I completely grew up with this little dish. So these are called Vecrīga piga kūka, and they are basically made with puff pastry and filled with this delicious cottage cheese vanilla cream. They are so yummy, absolutely my favorite. You're gonna love this recipe, especially if you've ever visited Riga, and I'm sure you have tried these little desserts, and if you've never tried them, you should definitely make them. Guys, you can become a member to get access to all my recipes on my website aliceyummyfood.com/recipes, and a membership gets you access to all my existing recipes plus all the new recipes and videos that I'll be publishing every single week. So I hope to see you there. Now let's get baking.
Add water into your pot, then add butter, make sure it's room temperature, and salt. Then you're going to take this and place it onto the stove and cook until the butter completely melts. You might want to break the butter in little pieces just so it melts faster. You want to make sure that this doesn't take too long, that's why it's best to use room temperature butter, as it will melt a lot faster. Just mix everything together, and once the butter has melted like this, you can take it off the stove and add flour. You then want to mix everything together until you form a nice dough ball. So just keep mixing until all the mixture comes together. It will be quite easy to work with this dough. And then place it back onto the stove, and we're going to cook this for about 3 minutes or so. You don't want to leave the stove, you want to constantly mix your dough up and down like this. It will be very easy to mix it, it's quite sticky. Then once it's all cooked and mixed, you want to place it into another bowl. I'm using a KitchenAid to cool the mixture down. If you don't have a KitchenAid, just leave it to cool down for 5 minutes. And then you want to start mixing the dough and slowly adding eggs one at a time. You do want to add eggs slowly so that the mixture doesn't clump together, and also make sure your dough is cool. Otherwise you will cook your eggs, and we don't want eggs in our dough. So just keep mixing it and then adding your eggs. And then you will see after 5 minutes or so, depends on your mixer, the mixture will become very nice and soft. And I like to also go around the sides, scrub from the bottom to make sure everything is incorporated. So just keep going, and you will see the mixture is done when it's nice and smooth, just like so. Now you do need a piping bag for this recipe, so take your mixture, and I'm going to be using a star nozzle shape. You can use just plain one as well, it's completely up to you. You can do different designs and shapes and experiment. And then you just want to add your mixture inside your piping bag. Once it's done, make sure your oven is nice and ready and preheated. And then you are ready to start piping your Vecrīga Kūciņas. Now, there is different ways to pipe the cakes. You can do a round circle just like so. You can just press the mixture and the piping will come up. It's completely up to you how you want to do it. You also can control the size of your Vecrīga Kūciņas by adding less or more mixture. Once they're all piped, you want to place it in a preheated oven and cook until they're done. I will leave obviously all the measurements in the membership. Once they're done, they will look like this, puffed up, golden, beautiful. Your house will smell amazing. Leave them to cool down completely. And in the meantime, we're going to make our delicious cream. In a bowl, add your double or heavy cream. Make sure it's nice and cold. Add icing sugar and vanilla extract. Then mix everything together with your electrical whisk. literally a couple of minutes. Don't over whisk the cream as it's so easy to do. You just want it to be nice and soft peaks, just like so. Then add your cottage cheese. You can also use ricotta cheese in a bowl, and using a blender, you can also use just a fork, blitz all your cottage cheese together. And then you want to add your cream slowly inside and mix everything together. So do this in stages and just keep adding your cream and mixing the mixture until it's nice and fluffy. Once your Vecrīga Kūciņas are cooled down, you want to add your cream right inside. Make sure you cut your pastry in half and then just fill it up with loads of filling. I love to add a lot of filling inside each cake. And yeah, there's different ways. You can also add, just make a little hole and then add the filling inside. So it's completely up to you. Go ahead and experiment. And then finally you want to add icing sugar and decorate. They are not very sweet, they're very light, very creamy, absolutely delicious, perfect for any occasion. And if you've never tried them before, I recommend you try these for sure. They're my favorite Latvian treats and mini desserts, and I have them all the time. Thank you for watching.